Hey guys, Flare Double here. Welcome back in a brand new review video for you guys today. I'm going to give my review of Spider-Man No Way Home. I finally was able to see this movie after, it's been like 2 weeks now since the movie has been out, I think. So again, I was able to finally see this movie. And another thing as well is before I start giving my thoughts and my review of this movie, I just want to very quickly clarify that I am not going to be spoiling the movie. So this is going to be a non-spoiler review. So again, I'm not going to give out anything about the movie that people haven't seen yet or anything like that. I'm only going to say things that are from the trailers and things that we have already kind of heard, I guess, in some ways with the actors like Tom Holland and everything. So I don't know. Again, there's gonna be no spoilers. So yeah. All right. Anyways, so first things off, I just want to go and quickly just say that this movie was literally amazing. This was like really such a great movie. Like definitely, there's again so many words I have about this movie. Like why I tweet out on Twitter, I literally said that there's so much things I wanted to describe about this movie, a lot of things I want to say about this movie, and which I really want to say. And again, like I said, this movie was such a amazing movie. Like very amazing, but also a very emotional, deep movie. I will definitely say, like what Tom Holland said right before when this movie came out. Tom Holland said that this was going to be a very deep, emotional movie, or not exactly that's what he said, but something like that. That's pretty much what he said. And which, from watching this movie, it definitely hit me a few times. This definitely did hit me. I will definitely say I have cried at least 2 to 3 times of this movie as to what they have kind of showed us as to how Tom Holland Spider-Man, as to how Spider-Man and Peter Parker really feels from what happens in this movie. Like from what happens in this movie, there's so many things and which will change definitely later down the line of the next MCU movies when we do see Peter again, which I will assume we will. Another thing as well, it was great to see the villains again. Like I said, from the trailer reactions, it's great to see the OG villains from the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and also from the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies. It's great to see the villains again, which is amazing to see. Doc Ock, Green Goblin, Electro, Sandman, Lizard, and I think that's all of them. And so, it's great to see them again, because again, we've seen them, of course, from the other Spider-Man movies, from Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield movies. And so it's kind of crazy to see them again with how, especially the other thing as well, I also want to say is the actors that play as the villains, they did really, really well. They were just like from how they acted like in the original movies, and which I am honestly, to be honest, I'm kind of surprised because from the fact of how long it's been since from like those other movies, I honestly wasn't really expecting as to how they act the same as in this movie. Like it gave out a lot of childhood memories, to be honest, especially mostly with Doc Ock and Green Goblin. Because again, I grew up a lot more with Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and a little bit of Andrew Garfield. But mostly Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, I grew up a lot and with his movies, Spider-Man movies. And so again, seeing the villains again in action in this movie, it definitely gives out that childhood memory, and it's amazing, and that's something I really enjoyed with this movie. And so yeah, there was a lot in this, and I really enjoyed. The actors in this movie did really, really well in this movie. Again, Tom Holland did really well in this movie. Zendaya, Jacob, all of them, they did really well in this movie. I will definitely say their acting definitely was more of an improvement than the previous movie. Unlike was it Far From Home? Even though I really enjoyed Spider-Man Far From Home, that was a really good movie. I honestly really enjoyed it, including Homecoming. I really enjoyed those movies. But to be honest, I think this definitely hit the top of it. It definitely, they really improved so much of this movie, they improved so much of the character development, I should say, from this movie, and which is amazing. And I'm excited to see how that goes later down the line when we do see more of them later down in the future. Which I have heard that apparently there's going to be 3 more Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, which is going to be awesome. So I'm really excited to see that. So yeah, that's why I heard that at the very least. So yeah. But yeah, this again, overall, like I said, this movie is definitely something I think people really, would really enjoy seeing. This is definitely a movie people need to see. This is like an amazing movie. Like I said, it's really good. It gives out a lot of childhood memories in this movie. There was a lot of deep stuff in this movie that I think people would, I guess, enjoy, I guess. But, you know, I don't know. There's just so much. There's so much more of this movie besides from what I was saying, but there's so much more. Trust me, there's a lot more in this movie. I'm not going to say because, again, I don't want to spoil the movie, but there's a lot, and it's amazing. And, again, I highly recommend it, and this honestly has to be my favorite movie so far, in my opinion. And so... yeah, Marvel, they did really well in this movie. Sony did really well. Again, they did well. They did amazing, I will definitely say. And again, this is a movie that we've been waiting for since, earlier this year. And finally, it's here. Finally, we're able to see it. And it was honestly definitely the worth of the wait. And, yeah, definitely worth. And it was definitely a Spider-Man Endgame movie, as they described it. It was definitely that. Definitely, I'll definitely say. So, yeah. Alright, anyways, so that's my review. That's my thoughts. The scale 1 to 10 from this movie, definitely 10 out of 10. Like I said, definitely a 10 out of 10. This is definitely my favorite movie so far, and definitely my favorite Marvel movie. So, there was a lot. And which I was really not expecting, but it was definitely amazing. And yeah. Alright, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. You guys can subscribe, comment, like if you guys enjoyed the video. And also, you guys can click that notification bell icon next to the subscribe button so you know whenever I upload a new video. And also, you guys can follow me on my socials down in the description below as well. Twitter, Instagram. So you guys follow me on those. And also, if you guys haven't watched my previous video, the previous video will be up on screen right now or down in the description below as well. And yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.